So I'm showing you an 8K right now video that, so Bitwarden's asked me to unlock my vault. You see this? So I can use my password, or I can use Touch ID. If I go over here to this screen, it asks me either to enter the master password or unlock with Touch ID. If I click Touch ID, see my finger? See that? There's a sensor right there. This is asking me to use a password because I've double protected it. So I'm gonna enter my password. It's not recognizing it from here. Let me do it from here. Sorry. That was incorrect. That is correct. So now if I go try to unlock it with my Touch ID, this one's not going to respond. It's not going to respond at all. Let's go back to this one again, over here. See, it's asking me to do it. It's asking me again, right? Because the time took too long. It says use Touch ID. See my finger? See on the keyboard? So I take my finger, unlock it. So just keep doing it over and over again. Now it's unlocked. It was saying master password was required. But I unlocked it several times using my finger. Now, if I wanted to use my YubiKey, for example, right? The key is right here. It goes in the USB-C port. It's hard to see it and look at it at the same time. See it light up? Now, whenever it asks me command, that's why I didn't do touch. That's why I didn't do touch. That's the reason why I didn't do touch. It was trying to do it because it was trying to do it through that. So if I go back here and try to unlock, right? And I try to unlock on my, this is in my browser, right? I can't get into my browser without it, right? Because those are passwords in my go in my browser. See? Identities, like for you different, different addresses and stuff like that. Different bank accounts. Now that I'm in, let's say I wanted to log out for a second. So I'm gonna log out. I just logged out, right? The computer logs out. Bloop, I'm out, right? If I take this key out, notice what it says. It says use password, right? Password is required to enable Touch ID. But what I do is I take my YubiKey and put my YubiKey in. I've assigned a specific pin to my YubiKey. See it blinked? See the screen blinked? Now it's asking for a pin. If I add that pin, hit with my finger on a YubiKey, bam, What does it do? Wait for it. Bam, it's starting to open up. Have to have a physical key. This physical YubiKey in order to be able to get into everything. See that? It's a little opening it back up. Use Chrome. This is to make sure I use Chrome. So when I use Chrome, unlock. Click record. Because for some reason, my keyboard ain't responding. So why is my keyboard not responding? Let's go see now. There it is. The reason why it takes sometimes that password doesn't go is because I'm putting in more than one password because there's different passwords for different things. Different levels. See this one right over here? The red one again? So because this, if you look right here, is my personal account. So that's my personal account. But if I go to this one, that's behind it, what does it say? It's paused. I gotta line to sign in. Tell me it's locked, right? My safe is locked with my passwords. I'm gonna unlock it right now using biometrics. It gave me these words. Desktop sync verification. Please verify that the desktop application is using the following fingerprint. See those words? Recliner, delegate, city, hardened, figurine. So now I have to go to where it's at. Just clear this off the screen. Let's go over here. Because it's not going to let me log on without it. This is my product wiki I'm creating. Back to it. So in order for me to get Bitwarden to come up, because it is locked, I'm gonna click OK. I know it's me. It's not answering it, so I'm gonna master it out. It's not acting right. See? See the notice right there? Notice for new authentication token. See that? The notice for new authentication token? I have to log back in and use a different authentication token because they're saying that my one that I currently have is not valid. I don't know why this is not acting right. Let me see. It's more of a human inconvenience. You see, now you have access to all of my passwords, different accounts. Different cards. And I can't tell if this is clear or not because my eyes are seeing one thing, but up close, I can't see very well. So I'm gonna click this. They need to verify it's me. I'm clogging in to make sure to verify that this is me. It had pulled my password because I asked it to. I could show it, but I don't need to show it. Click next. Now I'm in my Gmail. See, it wouldn't let me into my workspace. It would not let me in the workspace until I verified my identity. But what part of my verifying my identity? It's because that key is in there. If that key wasn't in there, it would ask me to put the key in there and verify my identity with that key. That's why this is another layer of security, because you physically have to have a key. Now I can pull the key out, and that's what you should do, is pull the key out. You should notice it moved. Watch, when I put it back, let me put it back in, see if it'll do it again. Put the key in. It didn't move. If I pull the key out, like I just did, it didn't move. Earlier, just a second ago, it moved though. So now you got to see a physical key, and it also has proximity. So for example, I can take this same key. See, it's got camo on it. This camo is just a thing because it's actually all black. What is, you see this camo part here? I don't know if this thing is in focus or not, because my eyes may not be in focus. That's in focus to me. That looks like it's in focus. It's like a thumb drive. But if I tap it on my phone, you should see some type of feedback. You might not do it because I'm in phone. I'm in camera mode. But usually when I put it on the back of my phone, it'll. Well, that's what a YubiKey is, Mom. A YubiKey is a security device that is active for multi-factor authentication. Google has one called Titan. There's several out there, you know what I mean? There's some more coming out, solo keys, like that. But YubiKey is the industry leader. Everybody uses YubiKey. It's pretty popular. I put a camel skin on mine. They buy different skins. The reason why that's an extra $5 for just the skin. But I wanted mine to be able to be looked different from everybody else's, because what happens if everybody that don't buy a skin? You know what I mean? So everybody might not pay the $5 for the skin. That $5 may save me a headache. And then they got to match the same exact one. And if you notice right here, you see that hold on, if I can get the focus. It's just about to focus on it. There's a QR code right here. The QR code right here on the black part distinguishes my key from anybody else's key in the world. That's how you be able to tell my key apart. That little key. See, this camera sucks on a Samsung. It cannot stay in focus for nothing. But yeah, that's the YubiKey by Yubico. Just a security protocol to avoid getting hacked. That's all it is to it. And I got it on a retractable chain. But this is a mess. But you can see it's on a retractable. And this chain clips onto my belt loop. So it's always attached to me with the keys and stuff like that. I got more keys in here, that's the only one I have that's loose like that, because I didn't want to have those other keys dangling out the port of my MacBook Pro. But that's what a YubiKey is.